attacks in Brno from farmers and residents is normal and nothing unusual. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Serious Matters of ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and of course, we'll be looking at this matter, that it's been on the news, and then we'll be looking at it again closely. I, like so many of you would or think, I am also bothered how we got to where we are. And when we call somebody a minister for information, that means that person is in charge of disseminating information for the whole country. He's like an ambassador of information, that should go out to the public. And that's why you find him at the helm of affairs in saying Twitter should not work and this, and that is exactly what is happening. But then, not quite long ago, we had the Minister of Information, Mohammed, come out to say that bandits are common criminals. They are common criminals, yet they carry AK-47, they kill people, they maim people, they kidnap people, they rape people, they do all sort of things. He says they are common criminals, and he equated them. He equated them to, thugs. Like, don't we have thugs who come out and say, Babao, and, don't we have that on the street that they are just something like that. But then he has come out to say again now that farmers and other residents of Damboa in Borno, paying taxes because they have actually started paying zakats, that is taxes, to the dreaded members of the Islamic State of West Africa province, Iswap, terrorists. Mohammed said it's normal and nothing unusual about it. There's nothing unusual about it. Just like Agberos collecting levies from commercial bosses. That is my concern. That is where, because we already had quite a lot of communications or quite a lot of information from him that touched the heart, stories that touched the heart. But this particular one, now, I don't belong to NURTW. But I think this is a big bang on that body. It is a big bang on the NURT body. Say equating Iswap to, or what Iswap is doing to what Agberos do, collecting levies from commercial bosses or commercial drivers. And if you will agree with me, I think a lot of things needs to be gotten right. Are we now saying that NURTW boys who collect levies, for the body, are terrorists? Because the people you are comparing them to or with are actually terrorists. How did we get to where we are? The elders have a saying. They say, if you don't know where if you get to a point, if you are going somewhere and you get to a point, you don't know where you are going again, don't you think you should go back? I think the president needs to reshuffle his cabinet and change some people who are not doing their job properly. Sincerely speaking, when you hear such things, I wonder. And I want to believe that one of the reasons why we have elderly people in these seats is because we expect that there will be lots of, insight, deep insight, wisdom coming from them. When you hear the whole minister, the Minister of Information talking, saying that Iswap is doing what Agberos are doing, are we now saying that Agberos are also terrorists? Are we now saying that Agberos are terrorists? How did you get to where we are today? I mean, how did we come this far? How did things get so bad? Are we watching? Now, in Sokoto today, just today, bandits kills 15 people in Sokoto and also abducts women. It has been an issue declaring bandits as terrorists. They even have a mouthpiece. They have somebody who speaks for them. That's not where we're going today. But I'm talking about the quality of information that is being even disseminated from the top. We have been fighting fake news and all of that. That has been an issue. We've been fighting that for quite some time. But what are we saying? What about what is coming all the way from the top? Shouldn't it be vetted? Shouldn't there be some level of intelligence in what is coming from the top? I say that we are disappointed. We are disappointed. Look at what the youths have become today because they have lost hope. They have lost hope. And I think what the leaders should be doing now is restoring that hope. Then if you're going to do that, this is not the way to do it. No, come to think of it. If you take what the Agberos are doing, I don't belong to them. I don't take levies from anybody. I don't collect. I don't have brethren there. I don't have brothers or sisters among them. But take away their jobs. What will you give them to replace what they are doing? And as the bus drivers complained, we've not seen any bus driver people, protesting on the street, saying they are protesting against Agbero, that Agbero is collecting so much money for them. They are okay with what they are doing, then leave them alone. And up till now, we've not had people protesting that, these bus drivers are they are choking us with their prices, they are doing this, we are doing that. Who on earth would we equate what they are doing, what Agberos are doing, what NURT, because that is exactly what you say. What NURTW is comparing them to what Iswap is doing. Iswap is a terrorist, for crying out loud. A terrorist group. NURTW is not a terrorist group. Agberos are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. Been at parks before that, after I paid my bus fee, they still come and meet me. One of them will still come and meet me and say, no, please now, because at the end of the day, they seem to be collecting so much, but what goes to their own pocket is little, and they are used to it. I'm sure they pray that people come to travel through their parks so that at least they can make the 100 naira, 200 naira, 500 naira, and so on and so forth. But saying that what Iswap is doing, collecting taxes from people, you said you will not declare bandits as terrorists because they've not hosted a flag. Is it until they wipe out the whole country before we declare them as terrorists? No, come to think of it, we just lost a general. We just lost a general to these terrorists, and we're still not doing something decisive about them. We just lost a general. Not quite long, we lost quite a lot of them alongside the chief of staff. So a mishap. And we are still talking at this level. Excuses, I hate excuses with passion. You have excuses for everything. You have excuses why this thing is not. You have an excuse for everything. Then why are you in position? Why are you in the office? Why are you where you are? This is serious matters. And so, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. I don't know why we are doing this to ourselves. People who are holding on to big grandfathers, who are grandfathers indeed. This same minister for information said to our hearing how his son, a grandchild, asked him, Grandpa, why do people call you lying Mohammed? That is to say that it has even gotten to them. It's getting to them. Shouldn't there be a change indeed? Shouldn't there be a love of a father to children? If that is the way we should see it. If a general could be killed that way, The NDA was busted by gunmen. Gunmen in the NDA. They took the fight to them. The people who are supposed to be defending us, they took the fight to them. Maybe because maybe the information had not gotten to where to get to. But at least what I'm seeing before me now, bandits kill another 15 in Sokoto. They have abducted women. You can as well say that is what is not different from what Agberos do or thugs do. Common criminals. He says at least 15 people have been killed in an attack on some communities in Sokoto State. Some women were also abducted in the attack, which happened recently. Commenting on the attack, Governor Aminu Waziri Tambowa listed Gonyo and Ilela as some of the affected communities while presenting his 2022 budget proposal to the State House of Assembly on Monday. Tambowa said, "Let me start by condoling the people of Goroyo and Ilela local government area over the last night attack by bandits who killed 12 persons in Ilela and 3 persons in Goroyo. According to the government, security challenges were hindering their efforts to develop the states, and assuring that they would remain focused on providing security for lives and properties in the state." And I don't know when that is going to happen, because the people you want to provide coverage for are being killed already. They are already being killed. I don't know if at the end of the day, we are not going to be, you will now be governors, ministers over cows. Because the way you are going. The way you are going. You are not leaving anything for the young ones to hold on to or to follow as a legacy. How does it sound? That we once upon a time, I want to tell my children, we once had a minister of information who gives us funny news. We once had a governor who gives us, who just does what he likes. How does it sound in the ear? I feel very bad. Lives being lost every day. It is a pain. It concerns me. It concerns me, and it concerns everybody. Security issue is a concern to everybody. It touches the heart more when a general has just been killed again. The people who are supposed to be the nation's backbone, security, have been taken out. When the governor of Sokoto was speaking earlier, members representing Lela constituency at the State House of Assembly, Bello, Isa, Ambaro, Rura, said 3 communities were attacked by bandits in his area. It is indeed a calamity. The situation requires God's intervention. We have resorted to prayer, he said. We have resorted to prayers. We have resorted to prayers. We have also resorted to prayers. We need to pray for the soldiers who are fighting day and night. We need to pray for the Air Force. We need to pray for the customs officers, the immigration officers. We need to pray for all these military and paramilitary officials. He said, we have resorted to prayers. The community attacked by the marauders in Ilela include Runji, Kaumalo, and Muwadata. According to the member, the bandits also abducted several others. The chairman, Goroyo local government area, Alhaji Abdul Wahab Goroyo, said 3 persons were killed at a village called Kojio in the area. He added that the bandits kidnapped 3 women in the area. Well, there are graphic pictures. I won't want to bore you with the graphic pictures that we have here. There is no point showing you these graphic pictures. So people who are grown up persons, being killed. May their souls rest in perfect peace. But for how long do we want to continue like this? For how long? Another development alongside that is the Boko Haram seizes Shiroro and Rafi local government area in Niger State. Now, don't take this platform for a platform that just gives news that's that aches, that causes the heart to ache. No, we're just doing serious matters. Of course, you see some other news that make you feel good. Oh yes, that means this is happening. But to do away with information is to become deformed. When you are not informed, you will be deformed. And that's why we don't want people to be deformed. We don't want to be deformed. We don't want to be deformed. That is why we are doing everything within our power to communicate. And let us talk. Let us share opinions. Share your opinions. But I've always said, make your comments simple and simple. Just communicate your heartfelt opinions. Share with us. Someday, very, very soon, either you or me, somebody is watching this video, will become the president, will become the governor, will become the minister of information. And of course, the things that we share here will help you, will educate you. When a House of Rep member begins to say that we have resorted to prayer, then that means there is issue. Well, Boko Haram have taken over 5 communities in Rafi and Shiroro local government area of Niger State, and official of the state said. Alhaji Ahmed Matane, secretary to the state government, disclosed this in an interview with news agencies of Nigeria in Mina on Monday. Earlier on today, he explained that the Boko Haram insurgents are fully in charge in Anawanka, Madaka, in Rafi local government area, and Kurube, Gusau, Farina, Koka in Shiroro local government, forcing the rural dwellers to migrate to safer grounds. Now, he explained that the terrorists move freely in the affected areas, wielding sophisticated and menacing weapons. They are moving freely there. What part of Nigeria? What is stopping us? What is stopping? Why are we not, taking the battle there and reclaim the land that belongs to us as a nation? Are these guys Nigerians? What rights do they have? He said they move freely. And nothing is being done about that. Okay, those ones too are Agberos, Abi. They are northern Agberos. They are Agberos. Don't just give NRTW one name that is not their own. Yes, I know there are bad eggs among them too, but then they are not what the minister has just called them, with all due respect. They are not what you call them. You can't equate what Iswap is doing with Agberos. It is a stain on that body. Matane said the state has already notified security agencies for proper urgent security measures. We have spent over 2 billion on the security agencies in the ongoing fight against banditry, kidnapping, and other criminal activities in the last 2 years. We will continue to accord priority attention to the welfare of security personnel deployed to enable them wipe out all those involved in the legal act for peace, progress, and political stability. We equally appeal to residents to volunteer reliable information on movements of bad character in the nearest security outfits for security actions. Says we have also reached out to traditional rulers. Of course, they will need the help of traditional rulers to be able to deal with this guy decisively. Like, we're used to that particular, but then we really need to deal with them decisively. These guys need to be wiped out. They are a pain in the neck. They are a pain in the neck. It says we have reached out to religious leaders, traditional leaders, as well as stakeholders to mobilize residents to support the effort of the government in the ongoing fight against criminal elements, he said. Mentene also acknowledged and applauded the Niger State government's efforts at tackling the menace. He said the government will not rest on its oars to bring to a halt security agencies confronting, security challenges, I beg your pardon, confronting the state. And I think facing the issues and dealing with the roots, the issues from the roots are more important than disseminating information, talking about, these issues as if they do not carry weight, as if we do not have value for lives. We don't have value for lives, and that is not supposed to be the case. That is not supposed to be the case. Okay, maybe I should just give you a glance. I'll take it out. Very, very quickly so that you have an idea of what is really, really happening at that on that site. What's really happening? Let me just show you, something that will, bother you. It will tell you that, oh, really? So this is what is happening at that. This is what is happening at that end. Of course. It's some of the people that were killed earlier on today in Sokoto. Some people that were killed earlier on today in Sokoto. And so, seriously, we need to be more alert, more informed, better informed very well, so that we get things right. We get things straight, so that we'll be able to do the right things, not having information that's touched there. No. These are not the times to shift blame or to start comparing. No, let's deal with the matter. Well, thank you very much for watching. Like I would always say, drop your comments and make your comments as civil as possible. Don't abuse anybody on this platform. Don't abuse government. Don't abuse anybody. Even Ogalai Mohammed that we have talked about, we don't abuse anybody. We just discuss, and this is, of course, that's what we just do here. Thank you very much for watching. This is still Serious Matters on ONIF TV. I would always expect to see your comments and see your, you share this video. Please do share with others. Share with others so that we get opinions of others. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I hope you had a very wonderful day. Please do have a very